Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. I have just finished recording for like, well, 2 hours of Terraria. That's all I'll say about that, and it's pretty exciting overall, all of that. Blue Baby is what's happening today, and I'm excited. I like Blue Baby a lot. Definitely one of my favorite characters to play, one of my two favorite characters to play, Isaac and Blue Baby. Only soul hearts, but numerous advantages beyond that. Of course, the only soul hearts is both an advantage and a disadvantage. It's tougher to replenish your health because you just don't have health in the same fashion as usual. But you always have Polaroid activity, or Babylon activity. Boss challenge rooms and challenge rooms always open to you. He also has a 1.05 times damage multiplier, which is awesome. I mean, it's 5%, but hey, I will take the free 5% extra damage. I want to make sure not to spawn poop in any room I've already spawned it in, so I guess I should go back into this room, because if you spawn it in a room you've already spawned it in, it is unshootable, and that's no fun. Because chances it drops are good. I like those chances. And then, there's always something. I always forget something at any given time about Blue Baby that I love. It's deals with the devil this time, where as long as you can afford them, if you have invincibility of some sort, like an item invincibility, Polaroid counted, Polaroid Celtic Cross, Book of Shadows, that kind of stuff, that kind of invincibility, not on hit invincibility, then you can spawn, or you can steal it. As long as you can afford it, you can steal it. Get it no cost by using that invincibility, which is amazing. Forget Me Now, also pretty amazing, allowing us to redo a floor. I'm going to do it on the second floor to get that extra Devil Room chance. And another nice thing about Blue Baby is he always has that extra Devil Room chance from not taking red hard damage on, now we know, the floor as well as the boss, which is amazing. Because that means you're pretty much guaranteed a Devil Room on the second floor. And then after that you can just kind of continue hoping. So we have the Forget Me Now, replay a floor soon, most likely. And this famine, pretty annoying, but it will drop us a soul heart because it's a blue boss, and that's almost guaranteed, but not totally guaranteed. So I mean, it's something that I'll count on because it's pretty reliable. I'd be more surprised if it didn't than if it did, by a great deal. And unfortunately, it doesn't spawn enemies, so it's not actually a huge deal of a fight. It's pretty simple. It's just kind of annoying because you have to make it charge a lot. And, okay, we actually got 2 soul hearts, which is crazy. Totally crazy. And I'm ready to go to the next floor, yeah. Okay. Perfect. Basement 2. That's just what I want to see, although, of course, when we use the Forget Me Now, we could get the other 2. You know, the thing. Cellar. The cellar, that's the one. I'm really bad at remembering certain things like floor names and enemy names on the spot for no good reason. Like, I totally know them all, but they just slip my mind very frequently, and it's weird. So I want to go to the item room, of course, and I want to go to the boss room. I want to go to the devil room. I want to see what kind of situation I'm in, and then use the Forget Me Now anyway. I have a key, so I'm good to go for the item room. That was silly damage. Should have gone to the curse room, but I didn't. What I might do is I might waltz on into the curse room, see what's in there to take, and then use the Forget Me Now instead of leaving the curse room so that I can... That's weird. So that I can not take the extra damage from going out. Then it's a nice profit. Really, I've never seen a bomb do that. I've seen bombs do weird things, but that one, that might take the cake. Cake is delicious in a lot of situations. I like cake. So we're going to go to this item room without question. That was the whole reason for not fighting the boss right away. Well, now we know that with normal characters that can take red hard damage, if you find the boss right away and haven't taken red hard damage, fight it. Because increased Devil Room chance. But we can't not have the increased Devil Room chance as Blue Baby. So I don't like Demon Baby, and I'm not going to take it. It's just not very good, in my opinion. Like, it can be helpful, but it can also be very detrimental in a number of situations because it's automatically shooting, and I don't like that about it. So I'm not going to take it, and that's really all I'm going to say about it. We're going to see what we get from the boss, hopefully be able to steal a Devil Room item, but I'd totally take the Pact, the Mark. I think I'd be able to take both, especially considering this is another blue boss that should drop us a Soul Heart. Let's use a tower. Oh, I'm getting hit here. Sadly, but Squeezy tears up in 2 Soul Hearts. We have enough to be good. Pact, no questions asked. I was just counting on in case we got the dead cat. Then I'd be able to have some more Soul Hearts afterwards instead of losing all of them. And that's something that I need to start doing. So the Pact is a damage up, tears up, and 2 Soul Hearts, which is why it only looks like it cost us 1. And yeah, let's get crazy. Let's put ourselves part of the way to becoming Guppy. Grab the 2 Soul Hearts, go to the Curse Room, and Forget Me Now it up. By using Forget Me Now, we do count as going to the next floor in the Devil Room terms, so we have the 25% of whatever our chance is our chance instead. 2 pills. Don't be telepills. Range up and bad gas. Alright. Do-over of the floor. Basement 2 is a good floor to do again, because it's easy. All I need is a key right now. With the damage up, tears up, and Squeezy being a tears up, we're at a little under base health, but we're in a really good position. Again, we have that guaranteed huge chance of a Devil Room as Blue Baby. Technology? Yes. I love technology. Some people don't, but it's a ton of fun. I really like this item. And I'm still getting back into the whole Isaac thing. So I'm really excited to just kind of have a fun run with technology. Technology, of course, having infinite range. And piercing stuff. It's a really fun item. I love it so much. That was so unexpected, but always pleasing to see. That was really bad damage to take, though. I'd prefer not to just die. I have a lot of good things going for me, or at least a few good things going for me. And I would like to keep them going for me. Of course, the Curse Room was an arguable decision. Now that range up pill is worthless because I have unlimited range. But having technology makes bosses like this. If we had fought Larry Jr. after getting technology, that would have been incredibly easy. But just piercing is really good in general. No more knockback as well, and I like that. Shot speed literally doesn't do anything for us. Range up also doesn't do anything for us. And I can't get anything in this Devil Room. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a chance. Hope it's still there. But really, I don't want to see any items in there because I'm on the way to becoming Guppy. I'm 1 item of the way there. 1/3. So we're going to hope it's still there. We're going to see if we can get 2 Soul Hearts from this arcade somehow. It's pretty unlikely at the moment. And I mean, if we manage it, it's incredible, unexpected, amazing. But then we'll go to the Devil Room if it's still there. Eternal Heart will give us a health up if we get it to the next floor, but it's not worth anything right now. It doesn't count as actual health that we can lose even. And it doesn't, like, we die if we get down to the Eternal Heart, which is silly. 2 keys is really awesome though. So I'm not going to go into that Devil Room because I don't want to know what's in there. I don't want to lose any good items that I might want to see later, and that's all there is to it. So it's a little bit sad, but it was my own fault. Although I only lost half a heart and I didn't have enough health to grab it, so it not like it was my fault. I mean, it was my fault for going to the Curse Room, which turned out to be unnecessary, but I didn't know it would. Who predicts getting technology? Nobody. Nobody does that. Because it's so uncommon. So we lost out on a Devil Room that we earned. And since we earned one on the last floor, the floor we were just on, that also will multiply our chance this floor by 25%, 0.25, 1/4. Meaning that we once again have a maximum of somewhere around 40% probably, depending on what we do on the floor. And yes, you can have over 100% chance to get a Devil Room, because it can be multiplied, so it's not actually like... Dead bird, sure. I don't mind it nearly as much as Demon Baby, because I have to get hit for it to activate, and it's dumb enough that it won't actually cause me harm. It can, but Demon Baby is a lot more likely to, because it's generally a lot smarter. And, again, I have to get hit for this to activate. So I'm cool with it, and it's not special or anything. So, yeah. It spawns when we get hit, does damage to enemies. That was really bad damage, and that's not useful. Ace of Spades, by the way, will increase the drop rate of tarot cards and playing cards, which I like. I like both of those things. But I like health a lot more right now, and I have none of that. Having already gotten Squeezy, we got one of our biggest soul heart givers out of the way immediately, and I kind of squandered it, but kind of didn't. Might open one of those golden chests, we'll see. Or that golden chest. Actually, I will. Oh, don't do this to me. Okay, you didn't do this to me. And that's not enough money to go to the shop, as much as I wanted it to be. It's close. But I don't see myself getting 3 cents. It's possible. Okay, that was close. And this is a lot easier with technology, this particular room, because Globins are actually a pretty annoying group of enemies to fight all at once. It's nice having a high rate of fire, though. I like that. Alright, so we didn't lose any health, we gained a bunch of money, but the money isn't useful yet. There's a chance that the curse room has enough, it has extra health in it. And again, there's a fair chance that we'll get a double room here. I'd put it somewhere around 30% instead of 40, but that's not actually as huge a difference as it might sound like. Okay, we're gonna have exactly enough, which means we die if we take a deal with the devil, so we need a health up here, which we get. Mark, dead cat. Krampus. You know, I'm totally fine with Krampus as well. The nice thing about Krampus is that when we get a lump of coal from him, that is going to increase our damage by 2 with technology, since normally it's going to increase your damage every frame based on how long, like, because frames time. It's going to increase your damage based on how much time your tier spends on screen. With technology, obviously, that's not really applicable, so it just gives you 2 damage. Same with Brimstone. So I'm a fan, because 2 damage is a lot. And, well, Blue Baby, extra multiplier. It's good for business. And it was a successful, not bad fight at all. Yeah, we're looking more formidable. I'm gonna take the chance. It's not a good idea, but it's what I do. I'm also gonna blow this up in case we can go to the shop. From it didn't let us. You can do it. Nope, you can't do it. That's okay, we still have 3 health. Hopefully more on the next floor, of course. And I'm going to drink some water as we transition floors, so I will be back momentarily. Alright then. Again, after a couple hours of commentary, you gotta make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated and good and not killing your speaking muscles and such. Because everything is something that's kind of a muscle you can work on and get better at it, be able to do it for longer. I didn't used to be able to talk for nearly as long as I can now. And it just would wear on me a lot faster. Now, not so much. I mean, after like a year of doing a lot of commentary, that's over a year by now, a lot of commentary every day, you would think that I'd be able to do it better and longer. And I mean, I can, in my opinion at least. Boss challenge room excites me. Health up, I'll do it. It's only 1 soul heart, but the chance of this going badly is not super great. And if it goes badly, I shouldn't lose more than I gained. And I still get the room drop. Okay, oh, I thought you'd die right there. Monstro, don't cause me problems. I almost walked into a Larry Jr., which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. So, knowing it was Larry Jr. was another reason I did it, because technology, really good against Larry Jr. Extra key. Feels worth it to me, and now I have another bomb as well, which can get me another key, because there was totally a key, but I can also get 5 cents out of it and then go to the shop. 50% chance greed is in the shop. I'll consider this as we go. It's not like a primary thing I need to get to the shop immediately or anything. Guppy's Tail is going to increase the drop rate of chests and golden chests, decreasing the rate of all other drops, but it's a guppy item, meaning I'm 2/3 of the way to becoming guppy. And I would like that. Guppy, of course, giving us flight as well as the spawning of kamikaze flies every time we hit an enemy with a tier. And that includes our familiars tiers, but they do have to be tiers. So Dead Bird won't spawn it. Demon Baby would spawn a lot. Yeah, that's the moral of the story. I still like going it solo, mostly. There are very few familiars that I like. Alright, no Devil Room this time. Shot speed up doesn't bother me because I have technology, so shot speed up is inconsequential completely. No Devil Room though. Probably going to go to the Curse Room. And even if it's Dead Cat, I'll take it because it would make me guppy. I'm going to go to the item room first, see what it is, and then depending on what it is, I'll base my decision of the Curse Room on that. I'll probably go to the Curse Room at the end of the floor regardless, but we'll see what... I mean, there are things that can happen here that can drastically change my strategy. And then things that can happen that only minorly change my strategy. That was nice. That was totally worth it. And Lovers is not worth anything, because red hearts, they're always going to be red hearts from the Lovers, always. So there was nothing that I could do that was smarter than that. Not like I have a D20, not like I plan or expect to break the game with 4 bombs. Now I'm definitely going to hit this up. And, I mean, it was worth it for just the dime. That's not a dime, that's a nickel. And I'll even do this one, because, hey, chests are good, and that one was totally worth it. From a very legitimately objective standpoint. Check the shop first. If there is a... By the way, we picked up the doctor's remote, which allows us to do this. Yeah. That's all there is to it. But it was worth a key. It's free, essentially. Greed means we won't fight Greed on the next floor unless it's an XL floor. We have that chance to in that case. Another Eternal Heart is pretty nice. I can't avoid taking it. I'm going to go to this Curse Room and hopefully get a Guppy item from one of these. Nope. Again, I would even take Dead Cat. I would take Guppy's Paw and put it back down, since even though the Doctor's Remote's pretty bad, it's not better. It's better than Guppy's Paw for Blue Baby, where Guppy's Paw can literally never be used for anything. But we're 2/3 of the way there, and that makes me very excited. Not going to spend time in the arcade because I don't like spending time in the arcade. Pretty simple. Necropolis 1, we won't be fighting Greed, but Curse of Darkness means we can't see the map, and that's going to be an inconvenience. Just means it'll take a little more time to effectively clear all the things that I want to clear, just because I won't have as much of an easy time finding them. But it's not like a huge deal of a curse or anything. It's just a thing that exists that I will deal with, as much because I have to as because it's not the end of the world. Tinted Rocks are actually hugely valuable as Blue Baby, since every Soul Heart is a health up, and Tinted Rocks frequently drop Soul Hearts. That's just kind of a thing they do, you know. And this one is no exception. And they sort of count as chests, so the Ace of Spades actually affects them dropping those tarot cards. Alright, let's do that. That was exactly what I wanted to happen. It didn't turn out to be super worth it from either perspective, the secret room or the blood donation machine, but it definitely worked exactly as planned. So no complaints about that. Just complaints about what we got from blowing up the wall and the blood donation machine. Which even at that point, it was free. It's not like we actually used a bomb. Soul Heart for 3 cents is what I'll buy. I won't buy the Steam sale because it's probably the last shop where we don't fight Greed, if I had to take a legitimate guess at this. Good job. And now I'm looking for the item room, as I always am. But it's just a little bit of carefulness, and then we're going to be done. It's not going to be a problem. Another nickel. Alright. I mean, the game wants me to have money. Not that it wants me to have much to use it on. Steam Sale, if we get the D6 later, is a great reroll kind of target, because it's very easy to cause to spawn repeatedly. So that's another reason I don't take it. Ever. Because the D6 can just appear randomly at any given moment, as I've shown happening, not intentionally because I can't control that, but I've shown that happening numerous times, especially recently. What do we have here? We have Masks and Hearts, some of the worst enemies in the game. Maybe the worst enemies in the game. Oh, I thought we'd get through. I thought it was fast enough. Obviously not, and that's okay. Have a little bit of room for error with all this health, but I can't keep doing that because obviously I will run out. And Blue Baby, again, doesn't have as much replenishability as other characters do. Or other characters do when they have red hearts. But I really love the technology. Technology is so good. And then you're like, well, these are instantly hitting. Doesn't that mean they have infinite shot speed? Sort of, but at the same time, shot speed doesn't, it maxes out way before instantaneous hitting. I don't want to speed up, and a range up is worthless. So it's not the same at all. If shot speed got to a point where you were instantaneously hitting and didn't have tons of knockback, I might consider it as something worth taking, just in the hopes of building that up. Because, yeah, I totally like that it hits instantly. That makes it amazing. But I understand that I can't angle that, and I don't have any temptation to because it just is straight up impossible in that situation. Whereas when you have high shot speed, angling's just bad, but it's like, I want to be possible, I just can't because I'm so bad. There are just a lot of things that aren't worth liking about shot speed. Oh, darn. Still haven't found an invincibility item either. But the war fight should be fine. We'll get our second level cube of meat in order to give us it'll turn into a familiar rather than just something that blocks tears. It'll shoot along with us and be awesome. And sadly we got no devil room, which I find amazing. So I don't know. I'm just looking to see if there are any rooms we haven't done. But this way I don't think so. I'm not doing a super thorough job of it because I have Curse of Darkness here. Good enough for me. Go to Necropolis or Depths 2, hopefully Depths 2, rather than Necropolis. Hey, works out. And I'll use my key for this. It was super greed after all. As I said, that was probably the last shop. So the Steam Sale was practically worthless. There's always a chance of an I Am Error room with something for sale in it, but it's not likely. So now we need a key to get into the item room, which is always a worry, or often a worry. Not always, because sometimes we have 99 keys, or a golden key, or just anything to make your life easier in that manner. Maybe you've just been getting a lot of key drops. None of those are the case right now, so I have that concern. And that room had some really tight, but pretty good dodges, honestly. Lovers, once again. Don't need that. Every Lovers, I think, it could have just been the Hierophant, and then it would have been a super pleasant life because we would have gotten 2 soul hearts instead of 2 useless hearts. But there's no control I have over that. I'd love to see a challenge room, because this death card can use it to pretty much instantly kill every single round at once, just by pausing the game at the start of the challenge room. And then using the death card, once I unpause it, you hear the spawn sounds for the 3 rounds, 3 waves, and then you're good. Unpause and kill. Boss challenge room, maybe good. Can you? Thanks. And there's our key, and there is our devil card that maybe we'll use. Speed up. No. And you know, I kind of want to hang on to the death card, even though, nah, I want to hang on to the devil. Devil is totally worth more. Plus 2 damage for a room. Pretty good. Doesn't stack with itself or with another, like with the Book of Belial, which is the same effect. Those 2 don't stack. Which is unfortunate, because it'd be pretty powerful if it did. Incredibly so. Another key? This is great. All I need is to actually find the item room, and then we're good to go for that. Go for that. You know, the gophers. No, I'm not going to get that. This is the boss. I don't have any teleports, so there's no way I'm going to the boss right now because I wouldn't be able to leave, I wouldn't be able to see if there's a devil room, and I would miss out on the item room. Sun. With Blue Baby, sadly, it doesn't give you full health because of the way it's coded to give health. But it's still a better death card. It does 100 damage rather than 60 damage to every enemy in the room, and gives you a full map for the floor, which maybe we'll come back for, maybe not. Oop, almost walked right into that. Thank you, Cube of Meat. You are a nice individual. And now our key problems have really disappeared for now. As we do have Guppy's tail, they might not stay disappeared, but I am pretty happy at the moment. I thought they might hang out there for long enough for me to just like deathlock them right there, because there's a space where you hit right above that block. And there you go. Keys aren't worth it. If I could use a bomb to get that, I would. Technology makes knights incredibly easy, yet I still get hit by that because it's a little fast. And I don't know, there was no reason I should have gotten hit by it. It wasn't hard to avoid. Let's get onwards and find the item room at the last possible location. Hope it's worth it. Maybe it's Polyphemus. Can always hope. We do have a pretty good chance of it. We have at least a couple special items, I'd imagine. Why don't I take all the damage too? Pinky Eye. Pretty good, but unnecessary at this point. Since we're just going to be dropping whatever we have, now I actually want tarot cards because I want something that gives me a teleport, so that I can hopefully become Guppy by getting to a devil room after the mom fight. No interest whatsoever in Speedball. I'm going to be skipping it. Speed up and shot speed up. Two things that I don't like, but in this case, two things that I don't need either. And I'm going to make an effort to go to the chests that I haven't gone to, even though they'll require keys from me. Holding on to the Ace of Spades, they have a 2/3 chance to drop a tarot card, and that tarot card could give me a teleport. I also, before using a bunch of keys needlessly, I can't get to that chest no matter what. I should check the arcade and see if, oh, maybe it's a fortune teller instead of a slot machine. It's not, but with all this money, I'd be a little remiss if I didn't spend some time playing this, especially since it gave me a soul heart right away. Blow up the blood donation machine. If we get a black fly out of this, I will attempt to re-roll it into a fortune teller machine by leaving the room and re-entering. Range up. Well, and I'm standing near the door so that, I don't know, nothing goes wrong possibly. Does increase our gambling time a little bit, but it's not horrible. Alright, no reason not to take that as Blue Baby. We're getting really lucky with Eternal Hearts. We've gotten 3 so far, and we've also gotten a few Soul Hearts just randomly, which is also pretty nice and unexpected. We've also gotten a lot of random Red Hearts that failed us. So I guess it strikes a balance. And, well, I'm searching for a tarot card that teleports me. I'm searching for a handful of things. I've got Death and Sun and a Devil. That's all I've got right now. None of those are teleports. My spacebar item, not super useful. So, well, what can you do? Alright, moment of truth. Do I get it? Yes, yes I do. Teleport, we've got a chance. Also, all of the heart drops will be soul hearts. Not that they're common or anything, but it's something to hope for and apparently get. Ace of Spades doesn't affect the drop rate of slot machines and stuff, so that's not helping us at the moment, but nothing helps us at the moment. 2 of clubs to double our bombs. The Devil, Wheel of Fortune. If this spawns a fortune teller, that'd be nice. It didn't, so I guess I won't mess with it. All of my money is for this to try and get a teleport. Make the mom fight really useful so that we can get that double room that I think we are probably pretty likely to earn. Because I don't think we've earned one in 2 floors, so we get the full chance, which is maybe 100%. Maybe over 100% actually. All I need is the one thing. One measly teleport. And then I can just be happy with my life. Strength. I'm just gonna pop it for the soul heart. Now, the next health up won't count for us because I did that. Alright, let's try the same thing here. But I did get an extra soul heart for the moment. Which, worth it? Probably not. Still did it. And once again, I'm going for a black fly. I've got plenty of money. There's no reason not to do this. And if this turns into a fortune teller, we'll begin the quest again because I really want to teleport. I do. And once we run out of money, I'll be going for the... Oh, darn it. I mean, telepills? Dang it. Well, now I know if I get another one of those. It wasn't worth the risk of just like, oh, hey, this could be telepills. I'll go into the boss room right now. And then expect to get teleported out. That's not a good strategy. That doesn't necessarily win you anything. In this case, it would have, but that's not something to count on. I don't know why I'm playing you. That red fly won't reroll. If I had Skatol and it were a black fly from it, I would have been able to reroll. But I don't, so I couldn't. All of my money's going here. And we got another black fly. Will we get lucky? We got lucky again. Alright, awesome. Just give me... Don't leave the house today. Give me a teleport, and that's all I ask of you. I'm also going to kill you. Come on, you can do it. Or you can just give me all the fortunes. We do have like a 65% chance to get a fortune out of this thing, so it's not like that was unlikely. Dang it. Dang it. Oh well. Like I said, keys. We've got plenty of options for chests. And with the Ace of Spades, tarot cards. Chariot, invincibility to potentially steal that deal with the devil that we probably won't get. Because we probably won't get a teleport, but positivity, let's say we will get it. And then I'll have a use for that as long as I don't get an Emperor card and have to teleport right back into the same room. Then of course it's not going to help us steal. But I will get the Polaroid so I can use that. Can't get that chest. And can I get this chest? Yes. Moment of truth. Nope. Well, I guess that is life sometimes. What was in our item room? That was a speed up. What type of machine is that down there? What was in our item room? I really don't know. Oh well. Alright, let's get on it. Gotta maximize the chance of this one. This one could be huge. This could both make me guppy, change the run, things like that. Why are we getting so many soul hearts? I'm not complaining, but it's weird. Don't know this pill. Pretty fly is good. Speed down. Honestly, don't mind. Might take the speed up, though. Yeah, I'd take the speed up, I guess. And again, the next health up won't give us anything, because strength was supposed to take away the heart it gave us, but it couldn't since we were Blue Baby instead of that being a red heart container. It was just a soul heart. Bombs are key. I like that. I like that a lot. Speed down, I don't want. I'm slow enough to the point where I'd consider a speed up. Although I think that might be too much of a speed up. By the way, this fly blocks some tears and damages fly-type enemies. Only. Instead of all enemies like the cubic meat. No. And it was a 1/3 chance to get that fly instead of the black fly in the room that we could use to reroll the slot machine. But it happens. It's not the end of the world. I'm happy with the pretty fly. I'd just be happier being able to become guppy. Or just get some good item like the mark. Things like that. Okay, so I've got to go out of here, grab this cash, and do that because all the money I can afford, all the money I can get and spend is what I want. It gave me so many pills, and none of them were the telepills that I needed. Which, of course, could backfire and send me the I am error room, but at least it's a chance, right? I don't want the speed down. Although I could use the speed down in expectance of the speed up, putting me right where I want to be. Okay, so we put this here, we walk over here, get nothing. I'll do the speed up. And I'll use the death card, because why not? By the way, this is a terrible idea with bosses. Oh, nope. Terrible, terrible idea. Don't do that. But I did it, and it's not gonna... I mean, I took damage, so I lost a soul heart, which sucks. When did my fire rate get so high? It seems higher. I don't know. Not the moment. And I don't have a slot machine anymore. I did all I could. There's nothing else I can do on this floor to attempt to get what I need. Yes, there is. We're looking for the secret room. And in there we're going to find our greatest dreams, a fortune teller, and it's going to give me a teleport. It's amazing how hard I'm trying to get this. When, I mean, I do have a chance, another chance at a devil room, but I think that earning this one, even if I don't get to see it, still counts against us for that multiplier, which means I do want to, since I'm almost guaranteed to earn it, I think, I want to make sure that I get to go there. If it's next to the boss room, I'm going to be a little upset. 9 more cents. Well, I'm right here. I'll check the item room. We could still get box. Speedball, that's right. We could still get box, and that could give us a teleport, because it gives us both a pill and a card. We could get a tinted rock that drops a chest, then drops a card. It's not lost, it's just mostly lost. Though box is not actually unlikely at this point. We've gotten a lot of boss items, and it's one of the more common ones, especially when we have some special items, so we won't see things like pentagram or super bandage, most likely. Let's see what happens, though. Nothing else I can do. I'm in a pretty good position, at least, as Blue Baby. Oh, that hit me. You are kidding, right? Okay, this is getting a little hectic. Psychic Maw? That's just silly. I also hate Claudies, by the way. It's just here crowding my space. I've kind of recently been mixing the whole cheese the mom fight and fight it legitimately thing. Because sometimes it's more convenient than others, sometimes your setup's a lot better for it, sometimes you're just a lot stronger, sometimes it just goes better, sometimes not. So we didn't get what we wanted. Remember, this does nothing for us, but it gets us out of that situation where it does nothing, so that's at least something. Okay. Womb 1. At least this does mean we can get the devil room on this floor. We didn't lose that chance by getting an XL floor. So here's hoping, because we were still one item away from Guppy. And nothing would make me happier. I would even take the dead cat right now. Alright, 1 bomb for... We don't have 1 bomb for 2. But that's an even better trade in the womb than it is normally, because you can't tell tinted rocks from regular rocks, meaning that any old rock could be a tinted rock. Every single one is worth blowing up if you have that option. And, let's use this. Sure, wasn't there, but it could have been, and that's good. I bet everyone's really upset that I haven't been using the doctor's remote over bombs in some situations. Well, that's how it is. I don't use most spacebar items that aren't the D6. I really don't. So, if I'm not using an item efficiently, it's because it's not the D6. And that's all there is to it. It's just how I play. Not saying it's good, that part of it, but it's life. I have 19 keys. And I like that. I haven't been getting as many chests as I'd expect since I have Guppy's tail, though. Oh well. Pretty much going to end up going everywhere. Fully clearing Womb 1 isn't a big deal. With the Polaroid, as we picked up from the mom fight, we will be getting 5 seconds of invincibility each time we get hit, which is going to be a nice thing to mitigate the damage we take. So I like that. It's quite helpful. And it's one of the synergies I listed at the beginning for Blue Baby that's just really good and guaranteed if you're in not 1.5 and can get the Polaroid by beating Mom, which is not, for me, since I've played so much, it's not much of a feat. It's kind of an expectation. Oh dang it, I took 2 hits. That was pretty bad. Oh well, there's the boss. Only red heart damage matters. Another key, this is amazing. That kind of sucks that we're fighting death, because that means we get a wasted boss item. We get a 3rd cube of meat, which I certainly don't want, because 2nd level cube of meat is way better in my playstyle, in my opinion. So this is a wasted boss. So the horse's health resets when you kill death, so this is going to take a little while. That's alright. As long as Meat Boy doesn't do knockback too much, and doesn't do too much knockback, we're good, and we get to go to this devil room, which gives us a dead cat. Let's see, 3 soul hearts, and we can't afford it, so I'm just going to take it. Then I'm going to blow up this rock in hopes that it's finally the day where it's a tinted rock. It's not. We're Guppy, though, and that's all I've wanted for quite a while. I'm going to clear the floor. With 9 lives, only 1 soul heart, chances are we're going to die and lose the run. You think that bothers me? No, it doesn't. I'm happier to be Guppy. And that soul heart, huge help. This is why we blow up the rocks. And these flies doing twice my damage, twice our damage, whichever you like. They're going to be pretty huge as well. And we can spawn multiple with 1 tier if we hit multiple enemies. Yeah, I think that as long as we get a couple lucky soul heart drops, we have a chance here. 2 orbitals means that we actually have a reasonable chance with Blue Baby. Leave and re-enter, increase the blast radius of the bomb. Okay, we barely made it. I'm fast enough, though. No tinted rocks there, and I'm not going to use more bombs for those small areas. I want to maximize my rock destruction here. And hope for the best. Okay. Guppy makes things a great deal easier. Tammy's head I will take over the doctor's remote. So I'll use the doctor's remote for one last time to destroy this and then get out of the way. Tammy's head shoots like 10 directions or something. Maybe it's 8, I don't know. And those do huge damage, which is awesome. I'm not going to go to the curse room because I'm set. I'm Guppy. I can't really afford to lose too much. Larry Jr. is easy enough, especially as Guppy. And this fight's going to be pretty easy because each section takes damage individually and technology pierces all of them. Alright, get the monstros to take some nice damage. Tammy's head also takes your tier effects, which is cool. Recharges every single room. Another cool thing. I like the item, I just never get to use it because I always have a better item. Or an item that I'd rather have. Right now, that didn't happen. Okay, so we've cleared this floor and, well, we've got 2 soul hearts, 9 lives. Not a lot else. I don't think that anything's going to be bad until the cathedral, though. So at least there's that. Yeah, I can't really afford that Lord of the Pit, which is useless anyway. It's just a speed up that I don't want. Alright. Boss challenge room for tears up. I'll do it. The more tears I fire, the better, considering flies. Of course, this will kind of hurt me against Isaac. That's okay. Look at all those flies. It's great. The more we fire against Isaac, of course, the more he fires back. Same with Blue Baby, but I'm thinking about what's going to be happening sooner. And we have to make it through Isaac to get to Blue Baby, which is, at the moment, questionable. Flight's pretty nice, though. And you might be thinking, you always talk about how you don't pay for flight, but you just paid all of that for 3 guppy items, which gives you flight. Yeah, the flies are a lot more valuable. Balls of Steel is exactly what I wanted that to be. 2 more soul hearts, and, like, so much more help and hope. So, the fly spawning, totally worth all of that. And the flight's just a nice bonus. Hearts really impede my movement if I don't avoid them. Bad gas. How about Devil Card instead? And I'll keep opening these chests while I have so much money. Hierophant, 2 more soul hearts is exactly what I need to be seeing. Suddenly, this is a winnable run. Or a run that looks winnable as opposed to a run that's just winnable if you're crazy and play particularly well and get lucky against Isaac, because it's not a boss that's designed around skill. So, provided I can continue not taking damage, which I don't think is unreasonable with being guppy, we've got something that's good on our hands. Golden key also means I can open all locks and such without having to use a key. Quite nice. So I can save all of my keys for the chest, assuming I can make it there, where every chest will contain an item, and that's huge. Bad gas again. And I did want to full clear the floor, by the way, so I'm glad that that wasn't the right way. I like going to the boss last. On the cathedral, I don't want to full clear, though. I want to go to Isaac immediately, kill him, go to the chest, hope for a lot of really good items that are going to help me out. Make everything different. Again, winnable. But we're looking at Isaac first. Isaac's the next thing that's really inside of my sights. Okay, this room is one of the few where I don't like that I didn't feel like I was guaranteed not to take damage, pretty much. I turned out not to, and that's good. But the spits? No, those are suckers. I always get suckers and spits confused, and then I figured out that the suckers, which were the flies that shoot the tears in 4 directions, they can easily hit you. Just because they're kind of random and annoying. They're not random at all, but they're just tough to avoid sometimes. And we are pretty much melting through Idliv's health. So I think that, well, this fight, I mean, it went perfectly, in all honesty. We have a devil card for Isaac. Okay. All I have to do is get to Isaac, and I haven't been using Tammy's head, which there's no reason for me not to be doing. Every single room. Balls of Steel. This is getting better and better. Doesn't one-shot them. Spawns the flies, though. Which pleases me. Angelic babies are pretty annoying. We're making it through. I have enough keys for the chest, no problem. I just have to get there. Eye Blob, rare replacement for Clot or Clotty. Took a hit in there, and I don't like that. Can't afford to sacrifice too much as far as health goes. So every hit's a little bit of a catastrophe, while at the same time we do have a reasonable chance here. Polaroid invincibility on every hit, all this damage. Devil card for more damage. It looks alright. The extra, I mean, with 30 seconds of invincibility we have, I guess that should be enough to make me confident. Okay, may as well get all those in there. Because it's not like you can have more than 5 going into a room. Alright then. Let's do it. Use the devil. Use Tammy's head, and then get to business. Yeah, we're doing damage pretty fast. Orbitals can't save us from everything, though. Alright, then we back off. We're in phase 2. We're almost to phase 3, kind of. So if I can just stop taking damage here. Phase 3? Oh, you spawned on me. And for once, that's actually something that matters, because when they teleport into you, that actually doesn't matter, because there's plenty of time to get out of the way before they have a hitbox. But we're in the chest, and we're not happy with it. We're not happy with what we got. Forever Alone, 2 damage per hit, very quick to hit again, so it's really fast damage, but it's not what we needed. Double Husk should be easy, and again, we do have the extra chest drops, so that could make this so much. Mulligan, 1/6 chance to spawn a Kamikaze fly every time we hit with a tier, and that does stack with Guppy in that we can spawn 2 flies per hit sometimes. But our familiar steers don't activate the mulligan. Thin on Mushroom, 10% damage down, and minus 0.4 damage. Totally not worth it at all when we have a high fire rate, because it does pretty much max your fire rate though. So that's why it's good. It's just right now we have close enough that it's more of a detriment than a benefit. For sure. I think I'm gonna clear the chest. I'm gonna try to clear the chest. But I think I can manage it, is what I'm getting at. I think I can actually win clearing the chest. That was not damage I could afford to take, though. Because I was thinking, hey, I just won't take damage through the chest because it doesn't seem that bad. Almost got trapped there, but I actually didn't, which was fortunate. Every hit makes me feel a little bit less likely to win. Because, of course, every hit does make me a little less likely to win. Why don't I use this? Should be doing it every room, so I guess that's a good place to start. War probably won't last on that horse too long. Yeah. Okay. I need more chest drops, and one to be Polyphemus would make this run pretty much over. And I'd like that. Too bad we already used a Forget-Me-Now, so we can't get that again to replay the chest. So we'd have to be satisfied with a single chest win, which, I mean it's kind of half a victory at this point. But if it's all we can do, there's no ability for me to manage better. Fine, I'll take it. Lust would be a pretty good mini-boss to kill last, but I think the chance of that is so low that I'm not even going to try. Because, of course, we'd get Poison Touch. We'd have the chance to. Scapular, that's awesome. That's an extra hit as Blue Baby. Since if we would die, we instead get a Soul Heart. Once per room maximum. So that's good. That's 1 extra health, and even as we respawn with Dead Cat, we actually still have 2 hits, and Guardian Angel, extra orbital, and causes our orbitals to rotate orbit faster. So we've got pretty much as much protection around us as we possibly can. And I like that. Guardian Angel, by the way, same as Cube of Meat. Otherwise, besides the speed bonus, damaging every enemy and blocking tears. Same damage too, 7 damage per hit. Can't hit constantly though, like Forever Alone and Distant Admiration can. Gonna leave that and come back to it when I get to the boss fight, because I could get more to spawn by fighting more gluttonies. I'm not saying that it will happen, but it can, and that could make a big difference if I could get a bunch of health ups instead of just 1. I'm gonna finish clearing the chest before I fight the boss, because like I said, I prefer the whole climactic battle. However climactic it may or may not actually be. Eep. We're gonna make it through here. And then you are going to die. This is the sun. So that'll be nice. We'll destroy the tears if I need to use it for that. Yeah, but I think we're good. Because remember Scapular for that extra hit. And then, well, it looks like we can kill Gluttony last here. Especially if it's just like, hey, you know what? I will kill Lust for you. Mostly. Yep, maybe we get another heart. We didn't. Stigmata, health up, damage up. Sure. I hate this attack because it's random. There's pretty much nothing you can do to dodge it. You just have to hope it doesn't attack you. Oh, there we go. I walked into that one, so that one was my fault, but... just negated Stigmata. No knockback other than Cube of Meat. So this we should be able to keep them in sync and actually manage to kill them effectively without losing this whole amazing setup. Alright then. And you? Portable slot, how about no? I'm waiting for a D6. It's unlikely, but it could happen. No Forget-Me-Now, but potential for good stuff. A little chubby. Not actually sure I want that, but it's rare, so I'll take it. Charges across the screen, does a bunch of damage. 3.5 every hit, and it seems to be able to hit like every frame, practically. So it's good. Alright, you will be off your... yep, forcing no time flat. That's exactly how that went down. And I just need the chest with either Polyphemus or the D6 that I can use to reroll in that first room to get Polyphemus. You're so close. You tried. Let's see where the most drops are, though. Totally a gluttony room, I'd expect. There are hearts in some rooms. That's 2. Every chest contains an item. So if we get even a chest from this, and Guppy's tail means we get more chests. So this re-rolling thing isn't not... it's viable. We can make it work. But is there any more than 2 anywhere? I don't think so. Nope, 2 it is. Then we'll take Tammy's head to the boss fight. Do our best to win? I think we win. I do think we'll win. Okay, so this is the room. We get 1 chest, 10 bombs. Alright, I'll go grab Tammy's head now. You're thinking you should have used the portable slot to get a bunch of drops, reroll a bunch of them. And you're right, but that would take a lot of time and effort. And I think that I'm going to win. It's not like I needed that. I don't have the chance to get a Forget-Me-Now. It's all about when it's rewarding enough. 6 more cents I don't need. Yeah, I'll bomb through. Could find the top secret room. Maybe it's a fortune teller. Blow that up, get another item. Eh, we're good. We're gonna win. I can say that pretty confidently. Alright. Kill you with that. All of them missed. Can't say I'm surprised. Also can't say that I mind, really. What matters mostly is that I used it at all. Oh my god, Lil Chubby got stuck and he was just killing. That was awesome. Alright, as the health bar melts down quickly, I don't know when it'll be at about 100, but how about now we can use the sun and get the kill with that. I'm good. So that was a fun run. I always love playing as Blue Baby, and I love when it goes well. I love when I get technology. I just liked a lot of things about that run. I hope you did too. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.